Okay. On the DTC hour time, before Tanya comes on here, I know we got a great day planned out. We're meeting in McKinney, Texas this weekend. So I know some people are coming in Thursday, Friday. The big training event is Saturday, and then Sunday, we're gonna do a lot of group stuff. We're gonna be going over that in very specific detail on Monday night with the leadership call. And we'll be covering some stuff with the instructors getting ready. But it's going to be a very packed information and growth this week. I'm super excited. We got some great treats for you guys. On that note, Tanya talked about showing up for yourself, being at the meetings, being on time. Um, we pack a lot of stuff in, and when it's a great habit to be in, but we only have an hour on. I mean, we do our sizzle call on Monday, we do the instructor call, and we pour into you there. But on Tuesdays, we only have an hour that we're sharing updates to cover things. And when we really like to have our intro for new students so they know who they're getting involved with, get the pace going. You guys, we're adding new students every day. And so every week to bring them on is great. But the people that show up constantly, every time you show up on the Tuesdays and the Wednesdays and the Saturday trainings and the Thursdays, I want to talk about that for just real quick. Sheila, you guys, is focusing on the Brain Food Academy pages, the teachers, how we're marketing on Thursday nights right now. So attend the Thursday nights because you guys, the Brain Food Academy part of what we've added to the DTCA umbrella is going to be a huge, huge piece of us making the world a better place and also us filling a need and also creating solutions that are very rewarding. And we're all learning this out and writing this, putting this stuff out there together. Those that help pioneer this stand to make the most if they do the work. You guys, we're all set up for an amazing launch with that as that gets going. And we are at an awesome time. This week's going to be really good, and then we're going to be live in Texas with everybody to kind of converse that on the Sunday. But we'll go over an overview on Tuesday. But I'm going to tell you guys, showing up for your business, when you're showing up for the trainings, the energy that we're conveying is going to help feed you week by week by week. It's like you're coming in there for an hour to keep inspired about the direction you're going to go. That's why we do live meetings and we share and we show you how to do things, but we're also sharing philosophy and mindset because we know that if we can develop your mind and have the patterns that we've learned, we can all achieve amazing stuff and go for overabundance. I want everybody to open up for overabundance because if you're a good person and you have overabundance, you're going to be able to help make the world a better place because you'll be a lot more charitable. You'll be a lot more giving. You'll have the resources to help people and guide things and make the world a better place and make make the world a better place for the people you care for. So that being said, we're going in the DTCA time frame. Tanya, I'm going to hand it all over to you.
Perfect. You guys ready to rock and roll and talk about some wine? Yeah, baby. One of my favorite things to talk about. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we're going to talk about one of our anchor offers, which is our direct to consumer ambassador. And we're talking about one leg of that corporation, right? There's multiple different sides of that. We're going to talk about the wine membership. So with that, we're going to have Linda Horn share her kitchen and some of the food that she has created this morning and share her tasting notes and with one of our wines. So super excited to introduce her. I love her. She is the newest label winner. She won the label in October. I'm so proud of her. And I was just, everyone that wins one of these things gets me so emotional. And so I was just so super emotional with this one. And the wine is just so special as well. I just think it fits her completely. She is a special woman, you guys, with a lot of amazing talents that, and I don't know that you guys understand that. And I could just talk about her for days and I don't want to make her embarrassed or make you cry, but gosh, Linda, I just love you. So I'm just really excited that she's here. She's been a part of our family for a long time. I definitely consider her a sister to me. So anyway, Linda, I'll hand it over to you and take it away. Share with us what you got.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Tanya. And enough of the tear jerking stuff, okay? Um, anyway, I've been really emotional lately. I don't know what's going on, but it needs to knock it off. Okay, so today I decided, it's winter. It's snowing here, and what I like to do in the summertime is to get fruits, the fresh fruits and freeze them. And peaches are one of my favorite. There's just nothing better in the winter than of it. I still call it fresh, even though it's frozen. It's a real peach. It's not one of those canned things, and I can't for the life of me figure out how they make that a real peach look like that. But anyway, or taste like that. It's not the same. Nothing tastes better than fresh out of the garden or fresh out of the vineyard or whatever, just like our wines, right?
Absolutely.
Fresh. So absolutely, because they use grapes and they're real, right? So what I did this morning was I made a peaches and cream baked French toast. Um, it is huge. I'm going to have lots of sharing to do. But what I did was I took pictures as I was doing some things and I put it on my website so you can see. It takes too long for me to take the whole hours to go through all of that for you. But I got a French bread loaf and I cut it into four and then I cut it up into cubes. You use half and half. This is like a build. I build everything. I don't just bake, I build. So I put the first layer of breadcrumbs into my pan. And then I put the peaches on top, half of the peaches. I have several bags in my freezer. And then I chopped up half of the cream cheese and put the blocks on there. And then I repeated it. And then you put your egg ingredients. It takes 8 eggs. It takes a lot. And then once you put all of your ingredients and pour your liquid over top of it, you put it in the refrigerator overnight and you let that bread soak up all that goodness. Um, and then you also make a crumb topping for it. Nothing is better than cinnamon. So you've got cinnamon and you've got nutmeg, which two of my favorite spices, and brown sugar and butter, and you just cube the cold butter up. And then I use a pastry blender. I don't like a fork. I like my pastry blender, and I just chop that all up and made it crumbs, and then put that little baggie in the refrigerator because you don't want the butter to get soft. Put it in the oven, bake it 350 for about an hour. So I did mine early, and then this is what you end up with. It's warm, but it's not hot. It is, it's pretty darn good looking, and you
Wow.
can see all the difference in there. Now, I could have left it in longer. You can leave it in a little bit longer if you like crispy, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind mushy. So anyway, I'm
It's just
gonna take
it's just
this and then
soft.
just
It's not mushy, Linda. It's just soft.
soft. Yeah,
Yeah.
soft. Yeah.
I got you, girl. That sounds amazing.
Okay, we're just gonna do that. And I've got some, it's got a little bit of juice in it. You can pour that over top as well. I like juicy things. I don't like dry things. And then what I'm gonna do first is I've got two wines here. I'm gonna try my stash is a little low. So I have the California Sauvignon Blanc to 2017. I'm going to try that one. It actually said a Chardonnay was better. What do you think, Tanya, with peaches?
Well, I prefer Sauv Blanc myself, but
Okay,
yeah, there's no wrong answer, right? But yeah, I prefer the Sauv
right.
Blanc.
And then I have the California Sauvignon that said the Donald Walker as well. So we're going to try both of those and see what the pairing difference is. I was a little concerned about some of the dark cherry in the wines that I didn't know if that would go well with the peaches, but we'll see what happens. So we'll just try a little bite here. And I'm not a huge cream cheese fan, but that really brings out the peach.
Yeah. And they probably said the Chardonnay because it's a little bit drier and it would really accent the sweetness will kind of enhance the wine. Where I think that this way the wine is enhancing the food. But I get you again, there's no wrong answer. It's always it's your own taste. So
Mm-hmm. All right. That's good. Yeah, not a fan of that. That really just dries it out.
yeah,
It doesn't enhance the dessert at all, and it doesn't do much to change the wine, except it just seems like it tastes drier.
drier. Yeah, that's good.
Hmm.
I did not think that would pair well, but I was interested to see how your
Yeah. Well, like I said, my stash
your
is
stuff so
low,
well. Yeah,
but we went with what we had. But
absolutely.
I would like to try it with a couple of the other ones as well, the Pinot Noir and try it with maybe the Rickard. I don't know. Would the Rickard go, do you think?
Mm, I would definitely think the Pinot Noir would be best, in my opinion. I don't know. I've always been actually. I've been also been surprised with the Zen too, our Zinfandel. That's paired pretty well with some desserts. So I think that would probably those two would probably be the better choices in my opinion of our reds. But
Mhm.
I haven't tried yours, and I haven't tried, so I have to can't say. But I
Yeah.
will try it and tell you.
Hmm. I should have saved a bottle, but you know how that goes.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah,
told Peter the other day. I don't save it. I drink it.
yeah, that's what it's
That's
meant to be. So yeah,
that's
absolutely.
right.
It's meant to drink. It's meant to enjoy.
Yeah. So anyway, it is really good. It makes a lot, obviously. So I'll be passing that on to the kids. But it is really good. And it's moist.
It's
The bread stayed moist on the bottom. Like I said, if you want it a little bit more to soak up more of the juice, which I don't recommend, but if you want to do that, then you can bake it a little bit longer.
yeah. I think also if you didn't let it sit overnight, it might not be
Yeah.
as moist as well. But you know,
Hmm.
it
It's
sounds
still
good. It
warm.
sounds good to me. So I would like it that way myself. So it sounds amazing. I bet your kitchen smells fabulous right
It
now.
does. It does. It smells more like fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
With
With the
the
cinnamon and nutmeg.
cinnamons and the nutmeg.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I get it. Well, well, thank you, Linda. I
You're welcome.
appreciate you sharing your kitchen with us. You guys, in case
Thanks
you
for
didn't
having
know,
me.
oh, thank you, Linda. Brielle put Linda's link, her recipe, and her page in the chat, so you guys can all get it there if you'd like to go on over to Linda's page and give her some love over there and see it. And you guys, please share. If you guys have her recipe, share your thoughts and everything with, and let us know what you guys think, so that we all can kind of share in that vibe there. But I want to do a couple of little reminders, and then we're going to go. Rory, are you still here? I'm not sure if you are, but on mark your calendars for February 8th. That is our next family dinner, our family wine and dine. We'll have that. It's going to be over a chocolate kind of themed for the month of February. So kind of you can have desserts, you can have dinners, you can have whatever kind of thing you want. I think I'm making a chicken mole enchiladas or something like that because I like to put chocolate in there's chocolate in the mole sauce. So I think that's what I'm kind of doing. But I'm going to share several behind the scenes like little snippets and videos as well on Instagram. If you guys are not a member over there, I mean, if you haven't subscribed over there, it's just DTC Ambassador, and that's what's over there. And I'll also post all of our trainings and everything over there as well. But that looked absolutely delicious, and I myself prefer the Sauv Blanc. I'm over the Chardonnay, so I would have tried it like she did. And the fact that it tasted like it brought out the peaches, that's just delicious. That's not a bad thing. What are your favorite pairings, Rory, with the Sauv Blanc? You can she had the Donna Walker Cab Sav and then the Sauv Blanc. We're gonna share some ideas, you guys, with those particular wines. I'd like to share some.
Sauv Blanc is a pretty versatile white. So if you have anything citrusy, like I don't know, like a mandarin orange salad or anything with citrus or fruits in it, the Sauvignon Blanc is going to make the fruit. The way the Sauvignon Blanc, the way that wine is, the flavonoids are really going to accent or add to the, I guess, the flavor or the flavonoids of any fruit. Whether that's a berry or like the peaches or apples, like Sauvignon Blanc goes so good with all of that. So like, salads, I'll pull out salads. Like to me, Sauv Blanc is like the best wine for a salad. And then
Love it.
it just, for me, it is like, so if you have a salad with it, it's a great one to go, but also Sauv Blanc, you guys, the first turkey I ever cooked for Tanya, I cooked it in a Sauv Blanc. It, to me, it accentuates that. Now I put other things with it too, but Sauv Blanc is just it's a very, I would say it's a wine, magic wine, because it creates a lot of things. It's like, you know how to utilize it, but it's so, there's so many directions you can go with the Sauv Blanc. If you got citrus notes, or, you look at it. So like if you're cooking chicken and you're going to put like citrus on it, or capers. I know capers are technically a berry, but capers with Sauv Blanc, oh, so good, right?
To me, the Sauv Blanc is the Pinot Noir of the white wines. It's kind of that versatile wine that kind of goes with everything. And whenever I make a white wine, a sauce for pasta, I use a Sauv Blanc myself. I prefer it. I just really enjoy that. I also have made it with, I love making turnovers, and I've made it with apple turnovers before, and it was fabulous with that. It's also great with the cheese plate, guys. It's one of those wines. I think you cannot have enough of those. It's one of the few that I would go to after work. It'd be my starter. I'd have a glass of either Sauv Blanc, it was Pinot Gris, or Rosé. Those are like my starter wines before I get into the kitchen, start cooking with my hair up, some jazz music playing, and then open a bottle of bread to mellow out and get ready for the meal. So that was just something that I always enjoy, especially in the summertime when it's hot on the back porch, sipping. Oh, delicious. Anyway, any other thoughts for you, Roy?
The Linda Horn, I mean, it's a Cabernet Franc. So what we know about that is it's if you have something super spicy or super rich, probably not the best wine with it. However,
she had the Donna Walker, though. We're talking about the Donna Walker.
oh, Donna Walker. Okay, so
But yeah, the Lindahorn is delicious with anything peppery or even a little salty. I think it blends well with salt as well. We had that steak that was salted. You remember that? It was so.
It goes great with things that are what do you want to call them? Seasoned. It brings seasoning out like incredible. But if it's super spicy or overbearing in any type of a flavor direction, it doesn't break those things down. That's like that's what you just have to understand the body of the wine. The Donna Walker is a Cabernet Sauvignon, which means it'll help break down anything. So like if you have a very spicy, very hot, spicy food, that's your best friend. It breaks it down. I have a story I like to bring up every now and then. So I feel like it's lifetimes ago, but I had a neighbor, and on the weekends we would take turns barbecuing up the food for everybody. We would have like kind of neighborhood parties. This is before kids. So I'll put it that way. It was like a single thing.
Was that a thing we had? I don't remember that.
we didn't have the before kids thing, babe. We have the after kids.
We do have the after kids.
So but anyway, would show up there, and I was into wine then, but I didn't have like a big wine cellar, and I had a few wines, and the wines I had were ones I brought back from my travels, and they were usually gifts. And so I had a very expensive bottle of I think it actually was a Cab Sauv, but it was a very expensive bottle, and I was saving it for a special occasion. And that was the only bottle I had in the house at that time. Typically, I was traveling a lot, and like a lot. I was living as close to the airport as possible because I was going. Anyway, I get there a little late on a Friday and he's already got stuff, getting ready to cook. They've been waiting for me, and he thought it'd be really funny to trick me. And the thing is he would make these incredible barbecue sauces and stuff all the time. And he had a big bowl of it. And he's like, Rory, you got to try this before I use it. And I'm like, oh, sure. And I take my pinky in there and take a big scoop of the hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and put it in my mouth. And it wasn't a blend. He was pulling a prank. It was all Dave's Insanity sauce. He dumped the whole bottle in, and a little bit goes a long way with that. Like if you're doing like a big roast, you put a couple drops of that, couple drops. I had a huge amount. I was dying, and milk doesn't help, water doesn't help. And I cracked open that bottle of wine, just about broke it open. and it soothed everything and saved me from dying. Basically, it was awesome. And so I bring that story up because anytime there's like oils or sensitive, things that are spicier, a cab sauv is a great one to break that down. But also, any type of meat, it breaks it down. Like you'll notice, proteins become more. They just kind of like dissolve when you have the right mind, the right wine to mix with it, and then you get a lot more value out of that food, and the flavors open up too. Like it's kind of like I'm going to pound these flavors open so you can enjoy them all. And that's like the job of the Cabernet Sauvignon is to really open that up. And that's probably why it's such a popular wine because you drink it with food and you're just like, wow, this is all amazing because it's breaking it open. It literally does that. And our Donna Walker is just a very special Cab Sauv and it has I mean, it enhances anything you have with it, but there's a better time to use it than others. And anything rich, deep rich, or like again, a lot of spice. I mean, Cab Sauv's gonna go with your hottest Mexican, great. With your, if you have spicy Italian or you have the spicy sausage in Italian, great.
Savory. I like it with burgers. I really enjoy
Yeah.
a good burger with some blue cheese on that burger. Oh, so delicious. And some grilled onions. And then I also really have enjoyed it with pizza with sausage and pepperoni. Like to me, I think Cab Sauv is the pizza wine in my opinion. It's meant to be paired with that sauce and right.
But we say pizza, baby. You and I have the same taste on pizza. It's not just cheese or pepperoni. It's a lot of flavors in that pizza. And so, yeah, we do like the Cab Sauv with it where,
Little red
the,
pepper
the,
flakes,
yeah.
delicious.
Pizza's a very versatile food. You could have, it depends what you put on there that you're gonna get some different things with the wine. In fact, actually a really good way to go, right? Because if you don't have time to cook up all the fancy pastas, you just get different toppings. Like the Sauvignon Blanc we're talking about. If you were to have like a artichoke and
Oh
sun-dried
yeah,
tomato
that would be
um
delicious.
pizza, right, would be great. And
Maybe some
also
goat cheese or something on there. Yeah.
uh-huh. And if you're going to be like me, where you take like your cheese pizza, just get cheese and pineapple with the Sauv Blanc, you're going to love that. Amazing. I just gave everybody an amazing night right there.
Yeah, not for me. No, I'm one of those. I'm a firm believer pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. But anyway, is there anything else you want us to cover, Rory? We're done with the wine part. We can go into some other stuff, but I just want join our wine club, guys. Share the experience. Be there with us for the wine and dine dinners, guys, and share your thoughts with your tasting. We'll be able to call on more people and be able to share all that kind of stuff as well.
I don't know if she's available to talk. She's here, but could you co-host Sheila? Match it.
Miss Sheila. Yeah, she's always here. Let me get you, Miss Sheila. There we go.
And then Dina Eddie, are you good to start early? Is she hosted?
I'm co-hosting it right now. Just give me a second. There we go.
Sorry, I just delivered her food.
Awesome.
But yeah, she's gonna be co-hosted.
You ready?
Okay. Eat your lunch, but are you gonna be able to go early?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I
think that's what we do
need
today.
like 5 minutes to eat. I'll be good.
Okay, so we'll get you going on in 10 because I have about 7 minutes of stuff to cover. Good?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Dina. All right, Sheila.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you guys, Sheila runs our stuff with our school. I'm going to tell you, we're waiting on some last minute programming, which it looks like it's underway, by the way. Some stuff went live. We're going to be doing some live tests. I want everybody to know that I expect there to be some debugging. This is a big project. So we're going to be rolling some stuff out there. Sheila's already in the marketing mode. You guys, we're going to get very aggressive in our marketing to go get parents in, get the kindergarten going, get the awareness for the teachers. It's go time. And I'm going to let everybody here understand something. This is one of those businesses that we absolutely know it's got a purpose. I was with some of the biggest marketers on our planet, and every one of them was like, Rory, that is absolutely something we want to help market. And there's huge needs. They were coming up with niches that they already market to that could use this. And I thought I knew them all. I'm here to tell you, I was blown away and the direction. And also the way we structure the compensation, you guys, we've got everything's in the right place. Everything's in the right place. Sheila's done an absolutely amazing job. I wanted to mainly just give her some amazing gratitude and thank her for what she's done with this. You guys, I think when we said we were going to go this direction, granted, she knows how we are, what we're going to put forward, but I mean, our curriculum is insane. And the way we deliver it, I mean, we made some choices to delay things out because we wanted to do something better. And normally I like to be good enough to go to market. We are beyond that now. So, and it's gonna allow us all to have pretty much, we can just build momentum. Don't have to worry about too many issues along the way, but we do expect some bugs. Bring them up. Bring them up. The platform, the way we do stuff, we have some complications that didn't have to be there if we weren't building the compensation the way we did. We want to make sure that the teachers get paid their worth. We want to make sure that the marketers get paid their worth, and the tracking of all that is not as easy as people might think. And we are taking something that is a complete, you guys, we're taking education and making it right, but also fixing compensation components in that system too. So, we're really doing some big things, and so everything got to be tracked that way in real time. We don't want to be doing manual stuff back and forth, and so there's a lot of things to be considered in that. And it's interesting because no one's doing this. There is nothing like this in the compensation, and I cannot wait until we can actually say, hey, we got, so and so, they're a history teacher, they teach history, math, and whatever, and they made 18 grand a month this year. That's a proud moment. And it won't be an anomaly. It'll be several rising up. We're all rising that up there based on the awareness. We're gonna be seeing some major changes, and it's also, so I had a serendipitous moment on the way here to West Palm. What we're doing, and I think this is a really good thing to put out there. And I know, Sheila, you've made a comment about this before, but you guys, the way we built Triple R in general, the way that everything runs, we are probably the most equal opportunity thing in the world. We just love people, and we've made it available to anybody that wants to rise up and get it. It's there. And the thing with the teachers, I actually, because I've never been in it, I try to look at things my way, which it's my perspective. But you guys, we can take teachers from all areas and rise them up based on who's the best, not any other factor. It's just who's going to resonate the most. We literally, all these issues that people try to rise, we just made it a better place. And that's what I just got to tell you. I had it pointed out to me because apparently there's a huge diversity issue across the nation. And I'm sure it's others where it's fundamentally, broken. When we built something that won't even allow that. It won't even allow that. And I was looking at our spectrum of teachers, and we're pulling these amazing people out. We're pulling them out by their qualifications and what they can do. And I just got to tell you guys, so proud of what we have. And we did all this just because we're doing it the right way. It wasn't even a focus. In fact, I think it was just, hey, we're going to go out there and get this done. But look where it is, and we're going to be able to open up a lot of experiences. But by our example, we are going to make a lot of changes where people are really dying for it. And I think it's because we built it so that anybody can gain. And the only issues we're going to be seeing, and I think we'll be overcoming it, is the areas where it's below that poverty threshold. It's going to be below where they don't have access to a phone, a tablet, a safe environment. And the thing about this is as we build this, as we go forward, we're going to find it, because there's money to fix it, just no purpose to get it fixed. There's no solution to connect the dots. And knowing that and seeing that, we're going to be able to accomplish that. We're going to be able to do a lot more because we're going to be able to have the vehicle and the solution. You build the solution first. Like it's kind of like I was talking about manifesting. You build the solution first and celebrate it, and then now you don't have the solution. We got to go market it. We've already solved the marketing. We have all of us to reach it out there. We've already, we're doing things in a very awesome way because we were able to build it. We have the community for it. But Sheila's going to be doing stuff on the Wednesdays, but also we're doing marketing focus on Thursdays for a while.
And
And
I just want to say, I'm going to interrupt you right here because I just want to give a little love to Sheila. You guys, she is just an amazing woman. I think when we went this direction, we already knew that God had placed her in our life for this purpose. Because if you guys do not know, she has an amazing education background and a thirst and love of learning. And she also has a love and a passion for our PBS system and all we do here. And so she touches my heart every time I'm with her. She's just such a gift, you guys. So we are so grateful and lucky, very blessed to have her here. So thank you, Sheila, for all that you do. Really
what did Linda say about the waterworks now?
Feeling very grateful, and I just want to tell you how much I love you.
well, I'm also
I'll give
coming
you
here to
massive
manifest it.
hugs.
We're seeing you soon, right, Sheila?
Yes, yes. In
So
6 days.
Yay!
yeah, I'm just going to put this out there as far as celebrating. We're already celebrating what this education is going to do. We're already celebrating what Brain Food Academy is going to present to the world. We're celebrating it because we know it's going to be a big deal. And now we're just going forth and putting the stuff out there. But on the Thursdays, we're going to put a lot of emphasis on our marketing pages to go get to present our teachers. Our teachers, you guys, are the rock stars that need to be presented. They're the ones that are going to be teaching the future, and they're the ones that we want to get the emotional and relationships out there to the world, and we get to be the ones to convey and push that out there. And in connection with that is going to be coming some incredible YouTube and social media training and this is not just going to help us with the education, but every aspect of Triple R247. So, we always say, don't miss the Tuesdays, don't miss the Saturdays. We know we got a lot to go forward on, but we have so many things to focus on that we're going to start here. Here's what we're all going to focus on together. And Sheila's setting the paces up on the Thursdays. So she's the queen of PBS, guys. Like let me put this on focus. She knows how to write. She knows how to market. She knows the art of performance blogging so well. And then she knows the education so well. Best person to learn from, even for me, Thursdays. So,
Thank you.
we have our, oh, thank you. It's such a delight, guys. And I'm going to say you're going to learn a lot from it, and we just got to start promoting it out there. But, keep in mind, acquisition. Parent accounts are free to set up. They don't cost any money until they activate a first through 12th grader. If they activate a kindergartner, it's free. And we don't care who gets a kindergarten account. I don't care how old they are. They want to see how our systems are. That is our acquisition. That's where we get to show off our teachers. They're all going to be teaching kindergarten. They're all going to be showing who they are, so that we want the kids to fall in love with them, want to work with them. That's by design. All right. And we all should be setting up an accounts and getting kindergarten accounts so we can be inspired by the education. And I'm going to tell you, there's not a soul on this planet that couldn't be going through YouTube or anywhere else and seeing a kindergarten program and not tune in for a little bit. Our minds are still, we all have a kid in our heart. We all can remember when we learned stuff, and those were fun learning times. Hopefully they were fun learning times. We want to look into that and tap into it. But that is what we're going to focus on. And that's our marketing directive: is get parent accounts, get them in the kindergarten program, let the systems do the work, sell it into it from there, and get the exposure of it out there. And then we're going to be doing the next phases of things, which is more information on where they get funding, more information on how they fund stuff, how the programs work, how to get set up to do homeschooling, and eighth, from, is it Arizona, Alaska, I think Alabama is probably the first one, right? Alabama down to Washington or whatever. So all the states, and then just know we're going to get this going. But you guys, there is a world of opportunity, the whole globe under this platform. And we got a lot of work to fill that out there. Things will fall into place. This is probably the biggest project I think we've ever taken, but we were able to do it because we had the infrastructure from what we built. So celebration, definitely do a toast to this being, going forward. And Sheila, we have a lot to teach them, but you guys, everything's been lined up. It's a very special time, and I hope you guys can feel that. And we just got to go to work and get it out there. And the ripple effect on how we market, you might just have somebody come off a blog post, you might have somebody come off a classified ad you post, you might have somebody come off of social media, and that one person could be connected to an entire group that launches a bunch into this. That's how great this project is. And as marketers, we just got to find, our odds of success are really great with everything we offer. We just got to go out and do the work we need to do to put it out there. Our odds of success are great because we've built enough ways to drive the traffic in and make benefit of that traffic. Our odds of success are great because we have so many avenues that touch people's lives that we're representing. Our odds of success are great because we maintain it, we run it, we're constantly developing it. So it's just doing the work, putting it out there. And that's what we're going to focus with you guys on all the time, because it doesn't take a lot to make a lot happen. Like we don't have crazy overheads to cover in all the aspects. So we just got, to get that vein. And, I put this out there before. As soon as we get one military base, one network or one community on, that's enough to propel this to the next and the next and the next. And we've got a lot of interest. We just go out there and go get it done. And Sheila, we
Yes.
got pretty much all the teachers covered, right?
Yes, I'm still looking for a couple in the middle school, but I do have resumes on them. I'm just setting up appointments. But for the most part, we got all the subjects covered. The first page that we did a couple of weeks ago has the how-to on getting started with Brain Food Academy. And that does have, I think I've put 7 different links for people to go and check out funding. And some of the funding aspects, they give it directly to the home. Some of them give it directly to the school. So those that are having issues with getting the equipment, maybe they need internet service, maybe they need a laptop, maybe they need a tablet, but those would be provided in that funding. So I think there's 7 on that site that we created the first Thursday that everybody should have copied and put on their site to modify it for them. But those are definitely things that cater to private and online schools only.
Would you share your link, Sheila?
I'll get it for you. Hold on. I'm on my phone.
If you want to tell it to me, I can type it out too.
I think, I got like 10 pages of school stuff.
Of course you do.
But I want to say it's 5e95.com, starting Brain Food Academy. It's really long. It's the longest title I have. Yeah, 5e95.com.
I'm just going to do starting to see if it goes there.
I'm pulling it up on my computer right now.
I can just do a search of brain food.
All right, here it is.
If you just go to her site and just do a search for brain food, you'll see
It's
all sorts of stuff.
It's your guide to learning with Brain Food Academy. 5e95.com, your guide to learning with Brain Food Academy.
I'm going to put it here.
There it is.
Yep. So everybody, I suggest you click that and then duplicate it.
Yeah.
And then add it to the sections. That is definitely one to put on the training and probably for step 4. We're gonna be doing a lot of that on the Saturdays. And I'm gonna put this out there. Maybe education doesn't affect your family. I think we're grandparents, it affects our family again, but the world needs this and to get it out there. Every one of us knows somebody that has a kid that's struggling in the traditional way, or the family struggling with what they teach in the traditional way. We've got this amazing solution, and our timing is phenomenal. It's just up for us to get it out there and get the word spread. So we've got some really good things in place. We'll cover this more in the marketing, but you guys, Sheila, this is the stuff she's doing on Thursdays. So I know we have a good attendance on Thursdays, but if you're not attending the Thursdays, let me just tell you what this is, and let me just let you guys know that the income potential for what we're doing with Brain Food it's unlimited. It really is. This is billions and billions of dollars in potential just in the homeschool front. And there's a changing shift, and we're gonna see this. We built the solution. The world just doesn't know we have it. That's our job. Our job is to get the word out there, and fortunately, we know that word of mouth works. We have these things that this is also part of the tie-in that's taking a little bit of time, but if they refer three families, their monthly cost is free. And if they're going to be an ambassador, they can upgrade and literally turn this into part-time, full-time career income to help us grow. Like, we all have the opportunity. We're you guys, we are priced so affordable. I was going over the pricing with these guys, and they're like, "That's all you charge?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we have a charge. We want to make it effective for everybody." And we did the metrics on this from day one, and it's like, it's where it's where the family can afford it if they're in a good situation, and those that aren't, here's where we get the funding. But it's literally, guys, we can do a way better job than big government because we're private and because we've got just more ways to do it. Like, and privatized is where the solutions are. And if we privatize education, it becomes a competitive nature to grow. We do what education is supposed to do, not what they've done with it. I mean, everything's in the right direction with this, and it ticks off all these things. It's a true solution. And remember, marketing, our job is to solve problems. And that's what we are. We're problem solvers, and this is a big one. All right, Sheila, do you have anything else you want to add in here other than, we're off to the races now. We got to do the fun, hard work.
Yeah. Just remember, guys, the government didn't realize that they were cutting their own throats when they did COVID and implemented Zoom homeschooling. That showed parents that their kids could learn better, quicker, and in a safer environment. And then they wanted that for their kids going forward. They didn't want to put them back in schools. They didn't want them to be exposed to all the violence and stuff. And so then they started looking into private education, and they couldn't afford it. What we're charging for a year is what most schools here in the Charlotte area charge for just a semester. So we're charging a whole year. It's very underpriced, but it's also giving other families opportunities to get that private education. Have their students and children in a more secure environment. What's more secure than their own home? Plus, they're going to get a better, higher quality education. I mean, if y'all haven't been on the Wednesday's calls when we've introduced as teachers, you're really missing it. Our teachers are so engaging. There's not going to be a child that doesn't want to try every class just so they can meet the teachers. Our teachers aren't sugarcoating anything. They're not keeping anything from the kids. If they want to learn it, they can teach it. Their hands are not tied. So they get to do what they always love to do, is teach with no barriers. And so our next few pages, what we did Thursday was introduce our kindergarten teachers. And next Thursday, we're going to be introducing our middle school teachers. So this, guys, if you haven't introduced or seen our teachers, go to Brain Food Ambassador YouTube channel and see our teachers. I'll be uploading, I think I have 6 more videos of some of our teachers that haven't done their videos yet. So you'll be able to get to see them. And there's a little profile or bio underneath in the description. Read it and see what our teachers are all about. They all have unique personalities and view school with such a positive outlook, that our children are going to come away more confident in themselves, their ability to, like Matt says, carry on a conversation, debate in a rational decision-making process without getting feelings hurt, because they're going to be talking from truth and have, as Dan Bongino always says, they're going to have the receipts to back up what they're talking about, because we're going to show them how to go and find truth. And that's what all of our teachers are here. They have the same motto with our school, is to get education back in, get indoctrination out. And that's what Brain Food Academy is all about. That's all.
Thank you so much,
That's
Sheila.
awesome, guys.
So excited.
That was a great mic drop. We'll go with that. All right, let's you guys, let's go make dreams happen. Let's get the